Hey guys, Unforsaken Bricks here, back with another video for you. This video here, I have a mod slash MOC, as I promised in the previous Lego haul. You would have seen the 2016 fire station set in that haul, and as I said, I wasn't actually going to build that as the set. I was using that to make the one I currently have bigger, as you can see I've done. I'm going to show you what I've done similar and different with the set I bought, plus what I've done with my original set that you would have seen already. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that in the description for you so you can have a look at that, what it looks like beforehand, and then this will obviously be the after. It was, let's just put it bluntly, it was very tedious to start off with. For some reason everything I wanted to do just didn't work out. I had to keep changing things, I had to pull things out, put things in. So yeah, it was actually relatively frustrating to begin with, but once I started getting a bit of a roll on, it sort of started to click together as I was imagining and picturing in my head, which is good. So we'll take a quick look first, and then we'll go into a bit of detail on what I've changed and what's new and whatnot. So I'll just do a quick look at the front, and I'll do a quick look at the back so you can see what's around, and then as I said, we'll take a detailed look at what we've done. So we've got two garages on the left here, followed by the main office building, a little alleyway type courtyard type thing, and then obviously there's a third garage with the two helicopters on top, as you can see. And just around the other side where it's going to be a little bit dark, we've just got the backs of the garages and a little tool shed, which I will get into more detail shortly. So as we work our way back to the front, a couple of things I have kept from the set. Was the helicopter. So that is set, that's not modification, that's just as is, as per instruction. As well as the fire car, I call it the Chief's car. So that was as set as well. And of course I kept the big fire truck, the big reach fire truck as well. And also too, the actual garage over here is actually from the instruction. I've just kept it separate. In the new set it actually joins on a diagonal to the main building, but I've actually separated it, as you can see here. So that's stayed by instruction all the way to instruction. Everything else is interpretation, or mostly from instruction and my own interpretation as well. So that's what's fully instruction. The main building here is not fully instruction made. I actually kept the old building from the previous set and actually pushed it to the back, so that was a bit tedious to begin with because the thing wouldn't actually stay together. So that's the original building minus the fire pole, which I've got to just fix that up. And we've made this front one, which some parts are short, some parts on the instructions were shorter, some parts were taller. I've just gone and levelled it out so it's even, barring the third garage over there. But yes, this front end, the bottom level was actually 2 bricks shorter, so I've actually upped that, and where that level was shorter, I've actually brought down the top 2 levels, because they are actually technically the same height, they just would have been offset, which I didn't really want. I wanted it nice and level so it's all the way through. I was planning was planning on actually making it on a hinge, but with the space I've got on the two base 32 by 32 base plates, there wasn't enough room to actually hinge it and actually make one end open up like you see in the Ghostbusters one, how the two doors to open it up. This one I didn't have the space, so I just put it as one building. Still fairly accessible for the most part in a way, but it's at the same time it's a little bit tricky to get to, which is okay. I'm not too disappointed with that, to be honest. So pretty much, as I said, pretty much most of the building was to instruction. Just the few details with the heights, the levels, and a few other bits and pieces I've actually changed slightly. But that's nothing too major, so there's nothing really to show there. I have actually joined the two at the top, which is the 1x2 bricks there, just to throw in a little bit of extra support, because I've actually, even though they're on the base plates, they actually were separating at the top, so that was the only way I could keep them together as well. I've also extended, if you saw the other fire station review I did on the 2014 one, it was actually, you would actually notice that it was an L shape. This bit wasn't here, so what I've done is basically just extended the garage, because I've actually got three now. I've now got three of the longer trucks. So this is the 2016 fire truck, which I've got. You would have seen the same haul as the station set. So as I've put that in one of the garages, even though it says 7 and that's a 2, but I don't have the original 1s and 2s. And then that's the one that comes with the 2014 set. So I've made the 3 extended garages. I'm going to actually leave the 2 cars / vans in the actual city itself. I'm actually going to possibly end up making it under a little parking bay if there ends up being space. Well, this will be pretty much next to it anyway, or in front. I haven't quite decided on that yet, but that's a different thing entirely. Also, what I've done, what else did I do? So as I said, I've extended that. So then I've also made this little covered alleyway type thing. It has access to all 3 garages to a point. One side's all open, as you can see in there, and when we get to the back I'll show you what I mean by on the other side. Yeah, we're pretty much, that's just a straight tiled up alleyway, just a simple pattern, if you can see that with the shadow and the glare. And I'm just doing a little bit of a roof type thing. And I've also too, because it is a bit raised, don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but just on that second level there, there's this little 2-step staircase, just to get from obviously the office building to this helipad. As this side, you can just see it pretty much just walk straight out on. I'm actually thinking of possibly pulling that out altogether, just having it open. Haven't actually decided that yet. So what I'm going to do, I'll just stop the recording for a second and I'll spin it around. We'll have a look at the back in a bit more detail, and then I'll put it in the city and show you what it looks like in there. Back in a tick, guys. Alrighty, so we're now looking at the back of the building again. So as you can see, there's not too much going on here. As you can see, where I've extended that fire truck garage out, I've just basically, as I said, I've just put on another, basically a plate, which is a few plates so to mimic the other roof, and I've just held it together with a bit of this just to keep them all together. Probably should have done that on the, actually can't even do that on the other side because of that, but yeah, so that's what that is. As I said, as I said previously, there's a access to the other two garages from there, so they obviously can come through either the alleyway or through the back of the office building, which you can't really see too well because of the light. So let me just try and see if I can fix that a little bit for you. Stuff on my desk is in my way at the moment. Actually, I don't want the Mustangs away. Get that away. Just bear with us a sec. Alrighty, sorry guys. Just bring the lamp light over so you can see. So the tile went all the way around to the door. The door into the yard, door back into the office. Tiles tied all the way to the end, which I need probably a 1x8 to finish that off. I don't think I do, but that's something minor. That's something I can do whenever. And the roof I've gone for a red and white pattern to match the red and white of the whole fire theme, just to keep it in check with everything else. I was trying to do the light blue grey with the rest of it, but I don't actually have enough plates, so I just went with the red and white. I think the red I actually stole from the Speed Champions Formula 1 truck. Whoops. But anyway, so this is our little tool shed. I'm going to probably have to pop the camera down and pull the roof off so you can actually see inside it, because the light's not going to go around. But he's also got a roller door as well. You can see a little bit in there. So it's got, both sides have a little rack with a couple of tools and torches and bits and bobs. So I'll just hop the lid off, hopefully without breaking it. Pop the door back down. I'll have a look inside. So as you can see there, I've got the trolley pushed up against the wall. On both sides you've got little benches with the tools hanging off them. Just something simple. Probably, I was hoping to have a bit more bricks, but I don't actually have what I wanted. I wanted to extend the door, but not quite. So that might be a fixer up later on. So alrighty guys, that's the back. What I'm going to do is I'll just quickly switch over again, and when I flick back we'll be looking at it in the city. Alrighty, so we're back in the city. As you can see, I've placed it pretty much back where it was. Actually no, next update you'll see what I've actually changed in the city. So it's actually not where it was before, but that's where it is currently. It might actually change again in the next week or so before I do the next update. Yeah, so that's what it looks like in the city. I reckon it's come out pretty good. I think if I had enough of the right pieces it probably would have looked a lot better, but unfortunately the set only comes with a certain amount, and I only have a certain amount in my collection, my personal collection. So it's made it a little bit hard in some areas, but I reckon still, all in all, it's come out pretty good. I've even just thrown in the little ATV in the front there as well. But yeah, that is the mod/MOC. I'm calling it a mod/MOC because mostly it's just a modification with a few slight changes. But other than that, that's it guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Any feedback's good, and anything you think I can change or do a little bit better with it, provided I can get hold of the pieces if I don't already have them. But I'm open to any suggestions. Any feedback you've got would be fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like. Of course, as I said, comment and give a subscribe. Anything helps the channel, because that's what I'm all about, trying to get this channel to grow and help it out and be able to pump out some videos for you guys. Alrighty, I'm off. Unforsaken out.